This car smells funky. I'm not in my car, I'm in my mum's car because remember when that was a thing? I'm in my mum's car, broom broom. That feels like a lifetime ago. Anyway, my car has stripy red and blue seats. And that just doesn't match my outfit right now, do you know what I mean? I'm wearing a pink hoodie, so I was in the mood to come and talk some nonsense in the car, but it wasn't going to be my car. So I'm in my mum's car to chat with you. And I just basically have so many updates. Bold of me to assume that anyone is watching, even bolder of me to assume that anyone who's watching cares to be updated on my life. But I'm going to tell you anyway. Okay, so let's start off with the elephant in the room, even though you probably haven't noticed it yet. Okay, you probably haven't, but now when I point it out, you might. Well, I mean, you probably will when I point it out, because I will have pointed it out, so like, duh. But my wisdom tooth, oh, my wisdom tooth in the side of my mouth is coming in, and she's coming in hot. I've had intermittent issues with this for the last maybe year or so. Every now and again it would get really sore and I'd be like, oh, eating is hard. Ugh. And then I'd wake up the next day and it would be gone. But not this time around. This is pain like I've never felt it. Okay, this is pain like I've never felt before in my life. I spent an hour the other night like writhing about on the floor like a snake because I had a really bad stomach cramps and my tooth was in agony. And I just didn't know what to do with myself. I was making noises like a pregnant lady. Like, it was really, really pathetic, but I just didn't know what to do with myself. And obviously that sounds really pathetic and I would 100% agree it is. But here's the thing. I don't get sick. I don't get unwell. I'm rarely actually in pain because I've always been a very overcautious person. So like if there's a situation that could put me in danger of acquiring any sort of pain, I would avoid that at all costs. Like, what do you mean? Besides ear piercings and the likes. That means that when I do feel pain or when I do get sick, I'm like, what the fuck? How do I handle this? Like, I just don't know what to do with myself. Anyway, I'm very against taking medication unless it's 100% necessary. I just don't like fucking with that stuff. I don't need it all in my body. My body knows how to do the things it does, you know what I mean? Like, my body knows how to heal itself. I have a very solid immune system and I really back my body. My body's my temple. It does what I need it to do. I can count on her. She's kept me going through some really rough times, even when I've been treating her terribly. She's kept me going. But no, this was, for 2 whole nights I didn't sleep. For 2 whole nights it took me 4 hours to eat my dinner. Because I was like just sat there taking like the smallest like and I woke up yesterday and I made a vow to myself. I said, I'm not eating today. I'm not doing it because I don't want to take medication. But I physically, like, I can't eat. If this is how I feel, I cannot eat. So basically my options were don't eat or just take the fucking paracetamol. And I decided based on my own history of bad behaviors and, you know, bad habits. We won't get into that today. We could definitely get into that another time because I love to overshare. I decided, no, Dana, you're not gonna not eat. You've been at the gym, you've done a spin class, what? And now you're just gonna go to your bed without having eaten anything all day. No, you're not. You're gonna pop some pills. Popping bottles in the ice. You're gonna pop some pillies and you're gonna get over yourself. But obviously, like I said, my stomach is completely alkaline. She's like a virgin. Hey! The last time I took medication, okay, that's a lie. I was going to say the last time I took medication, I genuinely can't remember, but I can. I had to take antibiotics when I was in Greece last summer because I got a real bad infection in my leg. And I took them for 2 days and then we left Greece and I left them in Greece and was like, my body will do this on its own. I don't care to do this anymore. Which apparently is really bad because I think not running your full course of antibiotics can make your body resistant to antibiotics in the future, but you know, I don't plan on taking antibiotics regularly in the future, so I'm okay with that. So anyway, my stomach is very sensitive to medication. It's not used to that. And so I took half a paracetamol and that was it. That was enough for me. And my mum was like, you have to eat something with it. You have to eat half a banana with it. I was like, why? She was like, because it will make you feel sick if you don't. Girl, I felt sick anyway. That stuff is yuck. It makes you feel horrible. But after half an hour, my tooth pain was gone. I arrived at the gym that morning and I was like, this was yesterday morning, Thursday morning. I felt like ass. I was like, I don't want to be here. Help me, God. I have deadlifts first. Please help me, God. I'd popped this half paracetamol before I left. And done my first set of deadlifts. I felt brand new. I was like, pfft. The people are on something, taking these pills. I can see why people get addicted, you know. I'm kidding. I'm not going to get addicted to paracetamol. But I did take the other half before bed because it got really sore again. And I was like, I can't do another night of not sleeping. And then I took another half this morning and I'm going to take another half this evening. And then tomorrow, Saturday, will be my 3rd day. So if I take medication tomorrow, after Saturday, it's done. There's no more. I'm not doing more than 3 days of tablets. That's ridiculous. So if after tomorrow I feel like death, so be it. I have the dentist on Tuesday, so we'll see what she has to say. I don't know if they'll take the thing out or what. I don't think it's infected, and I think they only take them out when they're infected. I think it's just genuinely like the discomfort of it coming through. But anyway, this all to say, I said the elephant in the room. You're probably thinking, we can't see inside your mouth. Why would that be an elephant? I've been talking for 10 minutes already. 11 minutes. My cheek, I woke up whenever, yesterday morning, Wednesday morning, and my left cheek was the size of a small planet. I looked like Theodore. If you don't know who Theodore is, get it together. Theodore as in Alvin and the Chipmunks, of course. I still do, but I don't think you can tell on camera. Basically, this cheek's just so puffy. Oh, it's not cute. It's really, really not cute. That was update number 1, that my wisdom teeth are coming in and they're giving me hell. Or my wisdom tooth, singular. This one, can feel it, but it's not giving me any grief yet. Update number 2, I was recently made redundant. So I have been looking for jobs for the last however many weeks. And I was freaking out. I'm a girlie who needs routine. I'm a girlie who likes to spend money. And I was like, I have no income. How am I gonna buy my nice treats for myself? And don't get me wrong, it didn't stop me. My savings account may or may not be empty. It's not funny. It's not a funny situation. But I have a job and I start next week, so it's all gonna be okay. And do I want a job? No. But I want a job more than I want to be broke. So needs must and stuff. That's a boring update. I don't like to talk about my work with anyone because that... Do you know when you're like out and you see people who you haven't seen in a long time and the first thing they want to ask you is, how's work? What do you do for work? Ugh. How dull can you be? Find a new question. Get a grip. I would literally rather be asked anything else. Oh, sorry, I'm wearing my pajama bottoms. They're Stitch. But yeah, I'm someone who would much rather overshare, tell you all my deepest, darkest secrets within the first 5 minutes of meeting you, before you even know my name. But if I know you personally, I'm not, there's no way I'm telling you my secrets or anything that makes me sound vulnerable. Yuck, that's disgusting. If we're like close, well, there's a couple exceptions, but like, generally speaking, I'm much more comfortable oversharing with strangers. But anyway, that's also besides the point. How many times have I said but? Or but anyway? It's thus far. Have you been counting? Maybe. I don't know. What was my next up? Oh my god, my next update is pretty huge. I've gone viral on TikTok. Now look. I have gone viral on TikTok before. I would say I've gone viral once before, and I have gone semi-viral multiple times before, not to toot my own horn. I would class semi-viral as anywhere between maybe like 10,000 and 100,000 views. That's coming from someone who has, or who had, we'll get to this in a second, but my following was around 300. So with 300 followers to get like 10 to 100,000 views, I would call that semi-viral. Like, you know, it's semi-viral. So I did that a few times. And then I have one other occasion where I went viral and I got something like 680,000 views, I think. And that was on a TikTok about that time that my mum threw spaghetti at my Harry Styles poster. It was very well deserved. You know, I was being bad. So don't call Childline, okay? I threatened her at the time to call Childline, but in hindsight, I deserved so much worse than that. Anyway, I mean, does it get worse than that? She threw spaghetti at my Harry Styles poster. She ruined it. Pretty sure she bought me a new one like the next day, so, you know, don't pity me too much. But that was the other time I went viral. That time was crazy. So I posted that video on Christmas Eve, and I woke up on Christmas Day, and the best Christmas gift I could have ever asked for in my entire life, Julia Fox had liked the TikTok. Julia Fox liked my fucking TikTok. Are you joking? Obsessed with that lady. Oh my god. Oh my god. She is just icon. She is an icon. She's an icon. She is the moment. She is a legend. But this time, I did not expect this video to pop off. I thought maybe a couple thousand views, okay? This time the video was me retiring my snug piercing, which I'm not going to show you up close because I'm posting an update on my TikTok on Sunday. So if you want to see it close up and get the details, then check that out. But tell me why it has 1.3 million likes. Tell me why. No, it doesn't. That was a big lie. It does not have 1.3 million likes. I apologize. I just lied to you. It has 1.3 million views. And I'll tell you right now how many likes it has. 199.7 thousand likes, 1,513 comments, 3,688 saves. Who knew that many people cared about earrings and ear piercings? Like, you know, clearly I'm a girly with a lot of earrings in my ears, so like I do like my ear piercings, but like it's not something I'd be interested in watching on TikTok personally. But apparently people really are. My TikTok is just my name, @DennaRendell, so if you want to go watch the video, you can. An embarrassing secret that's actually not embarrassing, but I feel like we're shamed in society if we feel this way. I've always dreamt of being an influencer. Oh, sorry. For bigger reasons than just like being an influencer. Like I have bigger reasons behind it, and we can get into that some other time. Like I said, I could talk all day, I could overshare all day. But this is giving me like a little taste, and I'm like, oh, this is so fun. But also, people are mean. Some people have said some horrible things to me, like really nasty things. One girl I got into an argument with because she was just being rude, point blank. I don't even want to give her the time of day. I'm over her. One other girl told me, she commented not even on the viral video, but she commented on one of my other videos, like of me. It was like a week of outfits, and basically told me like I looked bad in the outfits and that I shouldn't wear that because my face suits more classic style. I was like, what the fuck is classic style? I want to dress how I want to dress. So I told her to keep her comments to herself. And then this girl, this was today. Oh my god, I forgot about that. Someone else this morning said something horrible. Someone this morning said, you look like a girl that was always homeless and lives in a hotel with her cats and uses that baby voice to talk. What the fuck does that mean? Do you want to fucking fight me? Here's the thing, I am the loveliest, sweetest girl, and I know that sounds like cocky, but I genuinely am such a girl's girl. I love the girls. But if you're rude to me, I will turn real fast. I can be scary. Then another girl commented to tell me that I look like this man, which, like, no disrespect to this man, okay? I don't know. Should I show this? No disrespect to this man. I'm not sure who he is. His name is Daniel Larson. And I just personally don't want to be compared to looking like this, okay? And I think most girls of young age, or of any age, would also probably prefer not to be compared to this man and be told that they look like this man. So she told me I look like him. And that one really hurt me because I actually see it. Like, I see where she's coming from. She's not wrong. I do look like him. So that one really fucking hit home. We have the exact same nose. So, and also the same lips. But I commented to her and I said, I can't find it, but I essentially said, I remember exactly what I said word for word. This will live in my head rent free forever probably, because it really fucking got to me. Do you enjoy being nasty to other girls on the internet? Question mark. I hope you get the help that you need. And then this girl responded and said, sorry bestie, yeah, you're right, it was really rude and uncalled for. I was just in a brain rot scroll and wasn't thinking. Lesson learned. Are you fucking crazy? Like, are you actually thick in your skull? What is wrong with people? Honestly, weirdo. She had like next to no followers and no posts and like no display pictures. So as always, just a fucking troll. But I was just like, what kind of losers are these people? Like, get a life, get a grip. Like, find something better to do with your time. And I think I'm probably much too sensitive, but obviously I've not really been exposed to like hate in that way. Like, obviously people have said nasty things about me in my life, duh, but like no one says nastier things to me than myself. But when it's coming from people on the internet, it does just feel like, okay, why am I being attacked unprovoked? Like, is that necessary? So I got a bit butthurt about that one this morning. What were my other updates? Oh my god, this is just a small update, but you know what I did this morning? I walked all the way to the library. We don't have a printer at home. We're that family who doesn't have the things that you need. Like, I remember at primary school, it used to be like an insecurity of mine, because I would go to my friends' houses and they would have like sellotape in the drawer, or they would have blue tack in the drawer, and they would have a measuring tape, and they would have a printer. And we never had things like that. Like, it was like tools and little trinky bits like that just didn't exist in our household. So we just like, what do you mean? No, I don't have a printer. I don't have blue tack, I don't have sellotape. Anyway, we still don't have a printer. I have sellotape. I buy sellotape for myself now, because if I didn't, there still would be none in the house. Same with blue tack. Same with measuring tape. None of these things would exist if I didn't buy them for myself. So I have those things now, as I am an adult. And they're things you need. Like, who doesn't have those things in their house? I mean, obviously, you know, that sounded very privileged, but like, you know, I didn't come from like a wealthy background, but we had enough money to like have a measuring tape and sellotape. But we didn't, for whatever reason. I feel like it was just like, I don't even know. Anyway, where am I going with this? I have no printer in my house. So I walked all the way to the library this morning to print a return label. I ordered some jeans, they're too big, I need to size down. So I walked to the library to print my return label. Went, printed it. Bearing in mind, I'd gone and printed this label on Monday, right? But I printed the wrong label. So I walked back this morning, today's Friday. I walked back this morning to print the label again and to print the right label this time. And tell me why I got home. So bearing in mind, it's an hour and a half walk. So it's like 45 minutes each way. And it was pissing down with rain. I get home only to realise that my return label that I just printed has fallen out of my pocket somewhere along the way. Now look, if it wasn't pissing down with rain, I would have gone back, traced my steps and got it. Like, even though I had to trace them back all the way to the library, I wouldn't have cared, would have done it. But it was pissing down with rain, so I didn't want to walk in that, first of all. And second of all, I dropped it. It's on the floor somewhere. It's pissing down with rain. Like, it's not going to be good to me anyway. So that was very frustrating, and now I have to walk to the library again tomorrow morning and print it again. Christ, another 11 pence out of my bank account. I've been made redundant. I don't know if I can afford to keep printing my 11 pence return labels. Next update, I go to see Girls Aloud in 2 weeks on Sunday. So today is the 24th. Yes, today's the 24th of May, and I go to see Girls Aloud on the 8th. Yes, the 8th of June, and then I go see Doja Cat on the 11th of June, and then I fly to Gran Canaria on the 18th of June, so life's looking up. Anyway, I'm at that point now where I think I'm a bit bored of my own voice, and I don't really think I have much else to say. I'm going to be doing videos surrounding Girls Aloud and my holiday, so you can look forward to those if you care at all. Again, bold of me to assume anyone's still watching by this point, and bolder of me to assume that anyone who is still watching at this point cares enough to want to come to Girls Aloud with me, or to come to Gran Canaria with me. But anyways, I digress. And I also ordered some just little kitten heels from Mango for my holiday. Do you guys want to come in and see? Okay, let me ask my mum if you're allowed to come in. Okay. give me a minute. Just give me a minute. You wait outside and I'll go and ask my mum if you're allowed to come in. And then you can come in, okay? Because it might be like dinner time. Okay. I'm just kidding. I make the rules. You're coming in with me. Let's go. As promised, here's my little mango kitten heels. Hold on, I'll show you off my foot first. This is what they look like. So cute. And now I'll show you them on my foot. Ah, I'm losing my balance. I can't stand up. So this is the current look. And the shoes just really bring it all together. This is what I plan to wear them with. Just perfect. Anyways, that's enough yapping from me and my Theodore cheek. This is ridiculous. Bye.